Tessa from Mama's Geeky here. Thank you so much for stopping by my YouTube channel.
Hello!
Hello! Oh my God. Listen, I've been a fan of yours forever, so this is like super exciting for me.
Thank you, Tessa.
Seriously, you're so much, like, you've always seemed like so much fun. So I was really excited for this opportunity to talk to you. So I know you just spoke to one of my really good friends, Amanda, and I always say,
yes,
you guys remind me of each other so much.
she is so cute. She was fun.
Oh, she's the best. But yeah, so Faceplant is all about, face plants. So
Great.
what made you want to be so vulnerable and like tell your story?
I mean, when I face plant because I was way out there. When you're sitting with presidents, in the White House, and then you're like, like that's a fall from grace. So I felt like I had nothing to lose at that point. I'm telling my story, and I'm like, I guess they're gonna edit some. I don't know what they're gonna edit out because they're like, maybe you telling too much. I don't know. Like I was there, and I'm glad I did because the Singleton Foundation, millionstories.com, they were very easy and comfortable to talk to. Like they've heard so many stories, and I was so open with mine, and that helped create a bond, if you will. And from there, created the GloZell Show. Like, I guess I feel like we can't just leave this child just dangling out there. I know. Well, they probably don't talk like that, but that's me.
They need more. We could all use some more GloZell in our life, so I'm excited for it.
So from that, the GloZell Show, which you can find on millionstories.com and on my channel, GloZell, I'm still there. So and please watch, share, click like, share.
Right. Comment, subscribe,
yes.
hit the notification bell.
Yeah, that's right.
I do some YouTube myself, so but yeah, I know you didn't like talk about money growing up, and that was always something in my family too. So I have 2 young daughters, and we've made it a point to make sure we talk to them about money. So I know you have a daughter. So is that something you're planning on making sure she really understands and give her good advice?
Yes, I definitely, she has to understand because she doesn't have it like I did, like I had 2 parents household, now she does not, so we are watching everything that comes in. And first of all, I'm mindful of being thankful because people, like give, whatever you have, this is great. And you have to understand the value of $1. She has $2 and she's so excited, but she is balling in the dollar store. Okay. Like, I can get that. So we are starting there. She's got $2. She's very excited about that.
That's so funny.
She did her little chores and she got $2. So
that's my girls too. So
right, I didn't have that, but now my mom is like, make sure you save. Really? How am I saving? I'm over $200,000 in debt.
Wow.
Every time I get something, it is already gone. The fun part is when the government just takes it out already. You're like,
right.
What? Didn't I have some money in here today? It's gone. What, Uncle? I don't need that uncle right there. That Uncle Sam just take whatever you want. And and when you don't pay attention and you just kind of let things go. Like one thing right now, I don't have a passport, which is preventing me. I'm losing jobs. Like if you, this is a new law. If you owe more than $50,000, the government would take your passport.
What?
Yes. It
really?
Imagine my surprise when, I'm like, oh, I've got this little thing where I can interview some people in Mexico. And, one of the people who are willing to go, I'm like, it's okay about COVID. I'll take some vitamins. And they're like, sweet. So
that's surprising.
It's a trickle effect is what I'm saying. Like you got to get your finances together to even work, sometimes like it's not a joke. And that's where I am. And I'm thankful for the Singleton Foundation. I'm thankful for millionstories.com because they saw something that's like, okay, through this story, we can help other people. And I'm just telling my story. And I would tell everybody, closed mouth don't get fed. You know, the squeaky wheels get the oil, so to speak. Oh, I'm just so full of metaphors today.
Yeah.
But it's true. It's true that if I didn't do Faceplant because I'm just so embarrassed, you know, then I wouldn't have a vehicle to talk to you. And the goal is to not hide from the repo man, you know, and not hide from, you know, not get any more notices on the door because, you know, you can't sleep. Like I can't. It's hard when I'm like, oh, I was looking at the door when I would come in. I'm like, okay, there's nothing on the door. And how many people seen it? Because I'm GloZell. You know, how many people seen? You know, so by the time I got a face I'm like, look, this is what it is. I'm tired.
Yeah, right. Well, exactly.
And now everybody, a lot of people are in this situation because this is where we are now with the lockdowns and COVID. And like it just lined up. Like now I'm telling everybody's story. I'm not just telling my story. I'm telling the story of the teacher, you know, the bus driver, anybody that's living from check to check, the person that's going through divorce, and like, here I am.
Yeah, I know. There's so many people that have been on furlough and losing jobs, and just it's awful. And hopefully with the vaccines coming out, hopefully that will turn. But man, there's a lot of people in this situation. So I do think that this is really important story for people to hear and understand and learn from at this point. Because
thank you. And
so good for you for talking about it. Because I feel like a lot of people would be just too embarrassed, though. You know, like you said before, just even on our Twitter the other night, you were talking about the things you've done kind of to hide the truth.
Yes. You know, and even sometimes you're hiding behind this.
Right. Yeah.
You know, because it's like, what? Nobody want to hear this. Oh, boo, you know. You know, well, my mom's like safe.
Right. Well, especially with your kids too, right? Because like in front of your daughter, you want to put on a happy face and everything's okay, and inside you're like breaking down. I've been there. I get it.
Right. Right. I'm like, what? Like someone. Oh, that's this week. There's you can get 2 free weeks of groceries. I'm gonna be there. My pride can't not show up. You know, I'm not. They're like, well, keep it anonymous. I'm like, you can tell. You like, I'm getting groceries, y'all. I'm not ashamed of it. Like I'm getting it for this 2 weeks that I don't have to pay.
Right. You shouldn't be ashamed of that. You know, do what you got to do.
That's what I'm
I think more people need to learn that it's okay to do that stuff. It shouldn't be looked down on like, oh, did you see that person's getting free food? You know, it should be like, yeah, I am. I'm taking advantage of getting free food. That's going to help me pay this bill. I'm not going to have to buy food.
Exactly right. That's that, you know, I have to put gas in the car, you know. Right. So that's what that at least covers that. So, you know, that a lot of people are in that situation, and let's all learn together. You know, that there's plenty of other stories. There's millions of stories on millionstory.com. Please check out mine, Faceplant, and also the GloZell Show. We're also on Instagram, YouTube. I'm still there. I'm doing Cameo. I'm doing shout outs. You know, I was like, thank goodness for that. And because I was like, well, I guess I could wash cars. Would they be like, oh, GloZell's washing my car? Like, I'm trying to think of what can
do you want a picture too?
You know, and I took an application to Target, and I'm like, that's not gonna work because people are stopping me right now, you know, to take a bit. Like, I need to stop this aisle right here. You know, I can't take pictures right now, you know, so.
Right, I'm too busy. Well, like I mentioned, so I'm on YouTube also. I'm nowhere near you, but 55,000 subscribers, 57 actually now, so pretty good. Yes. But I want to know, like, what advice do you have? Because listen, I know the algorithms too. I'll have videos that are getting 500,000 and the next one's like 150 views. And I'm like, what is up with this? So any advice for like, how do you tackle YouTube's ever changing changes?
You have to keep going, you know, and not just post on YouTube. You know, there's TikTok now, and that has some staying power. And Instagram that has some staying power, and Facebook, you know, that's got to be in other places. But you just can't stop. Gotta keep going and keep posting because oh, this is a hit. This is gonna be viral. You like?
I know. Well, that's the thing is, I'll get like I was like earlier this year, I almost like gave up for a little bit because it was so frustrating.
I get that. You are preaching to the choir, and I feel like there's times like I'm giving up every day. Every day I give up. That means every day I'm still trying. So
Yeah.
Don't stop, because that's when it's like, that's what you like. That's the video that's I didn't even care. Like
that's what it is too. It's
I
always
put
the
no
ones...
money, no effort into this stupid video, and that's the one that, like, okay, all right, okay.
You're not wrong though. It's like the ones that I'm like, I guess I'll put this up because like someone asked me to, and then it does the best, and I'm like, okay.
I mean, who knew? So you don't know. It is just throwing stuff in the wind, seem like, and something's gonna stick, and it's never the one you think it is. Oh, I got this outfit for this, or this, the whole, I got that. Okay, I got the lighting just right. Okay, I'm gonna edit this. Oh, this is gonna blow up over here, and now, okay, the smoke gonna come over there. Nobody's looking at this. Nobody has looked at all this effort that I just put. Okay, I'm gonna send it. Okay. Oprah needs to see this. Beyonce needs to see this. That. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about the video. But keep going, keep posting, because there's videos that I've had that's a year later that's got traction. Because someone sang a song about dog poo, and I did something about it. Like, you never, like, so just post. And it only takes that one person to watch. You only need that one, Steven Spielberg or whoever to watch. Look, that 1 million stories. Like, I told my story, you know.
I know. Well, I'm so glad that you were open and honest and told this story, because I do think it's something that's really super important for everybody to hear and learn from. We can learn from you. I know it's not ideal for you, but
it's fine. I mean, at least that's what's coming out of it. Then great.
I think so.
Just that's a good deal. Yeah. And the timing is crazy that I'm not alone.
Right.
So that's one thing. Like, you're not alone. The story is not unusual to anybody, because I have a lot of celebrity friends. I was begging to move into their house. Can Oz like beg your guest house? They're like, we don't live there anymore, or I rented it out, or like, I'm sorry, there's other folks living here. Like, you and people have their own situations. I can't afford to live here. I'm selling it. It's on the market right now. Like, you can't be living it now. So.
It is really sad how many people are like, there's a lot of people.
Well, we're gonna turn it up. We're gonna turn it around. There's, I don't know, joy or happiness or something there, knowing that you're not by yourself.
Yes, a camaraderie almost, right?
Yes, there we go.
Yeah. So if there's one thing people can take away from your new show, one thing, what would it be?
Well, one thing that we would take away from my show is, one, that you're not alone, and that I would say, tell your story.
Yeah.
Whatever the story, don't be embarrassed, because, if you're like, what? I secretly want to knit at midnight. There's going to be somebody like, I too want to secretly knit at midnight. Like, you're not by yourself. So tell your story. It's so good.
Oh, well, thank you so much for taking the time today. Everyone check GloZell out everywhere, all over the place. YouTube, Instagram, millionstories.com, everywhere. She's amazing. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me today.
Of course, Tessa, I appreciate you.
Thank you.